Hi folks, I hope you're all doing okay. It is Sunday the 22nd of May. What is it? It's 10 to 3 in the afternoon, and I thought I would pop on and show you what I've been making, because I'm going to go out to my shed shortly and fetch in my big tub of makes, because I've got my craft fair on Thursday this week. So I think most of the items are already priced up. I just need to price any new ones I've made, go over the stock, see if there's anything in particular I think I need to make last minute. I have, however, signed up for another craft fair, so instead of having a break soon, I'm going to keep making. But who am I kidding? I was going to keep making anyway. I just wasn't going to keep making with a new deadline looming. But oh well, I signed up for these things. It's my responsibility. No one else did it for me. So I have had my hair cut, but it's not straightened today, and I don't want to wash it again because I dyed it last night. So I've got quite a blue forehead. I've dyed it cosmic blue, like blue black again. So I was dyeing it brown, and it was annoying me because this bit was really dark still, and I was trying to apply it mainly to the roots, but then there was like a brown band and brown on me, or the brown I was using is quite flat. It was still a live XL colour, but it just didn't have the shine of this, so I just did it black again. Paul just goes, it's always black. I'm like, no, it's always dark. I don't always put black on it. Anyway, so yeah, it's a bit of a mess today, but it is cut because I'm going back to work in 2 weeks' time. Back to the office. I've been working the entire time, but I'm going back to the office. I don't know how I feel about this. I do know how I feel about this. I don't want to go, but I know I have to go, so it is what it is. So let me show you what's the oldest make I've got. I think it might be these dinosaurs. I wasn't sure if I'd shown you these before, because I did make them a while ago, but I don't think I showed them when I showed you my niece's Stitch doll. So if you've seen these before, I apologise. If not, look at them. So these are Sweet Oddity Arts baby dinosaurs, or tiny dinosaurs. These are the T-Rexes. So cute. How do you always know when I'm doing a video?
Hello. I saw you got the camera.
Jack and Paul are building a big den outside. Blanket fort outside.
We're going to need some more blankets.
I don't mind. Ugly pretty. So yeah, I made these two. This is in the yarn that Beth sent me. Hi Beth. She wasn't sure what it was. The label she popped on it said, your guess is as good as mine. But it's really nice, and it's like super short colour changes, and she's working out super well in something I've made with the same yarn. But I think it's just really cool, and I love like the flashing, the pulling across his tummy. So cute. And just blue spikes. I love the little nostrils she gives them. So cute. And then I just made a blue one with red spikes, and both boys independently of each other said it reminded them of Iggle Piggle. Iggle Piggle is a character from In the Night Garden, and I both made them Iggle Piggles with their names stitched in the front when they were babies. If you've been with me a long time, you probably remember I did one for Jack. I think I was making one for a friend when I was pregnant with Jack, and I delivered them to her, or pass them off to a friend who was going to deliver them. Third day I went into labour with Jack, so it was like right to the wire of getting them done before I had him. And then I made Tobin one, and then I made Jack one. So they're those two. I'll link to the pattern below. There are other baby dinosaurs, or tiny dinosaurs. I can't remember what the range is called, but very cute. Look at that sad little face. So there's those two. And then I made some zombies. I think I've seen a couple of people make sort of bees, but zombified. I'm sure Randy of Randy's Ramblings, oh my word, has made sort of zombies before. So thank you for the idea. And these are using the green mariner yarn that I got. Really nice to work with. This black is actual Bernat blanket black that I still had, and that is a similar size. They are a similar size to each other, whereas the Aldi blanket yarn is slightly thinner. It's still they still work together if you need them to, but these sort of are almost a dead-on match. So for anyone who doesn't get blanket yarn from Aldi, or is looking for particular colours to play with Bernat blanket yarn, or you really like the Bernat blanket yarn, I can highly recommend the Mariners. And I'm not sure if this was their grey or if it's Aldi grey. I think it might be the Mariner grey for the wings. So it's a big thumbs up for £1.25 a ball for this blanket yarn. Definitely a good buy. So that's that. And then I thought, with it being like the Queen's Jubilee coming up, maybe I'd make like something Jubilee related. So I made the Queen, but in gnome form. Angela, look, I made a Queen gnome. Actually, I made two. They're too fiddly to make lots of. They just take too much time with the I tried to sew French knots, me and French knots, but they weren't big enough for the buttons, so I had to order some beads, 3mm beads, so that the placing's not perfect. Then I had to steam her curls, get a blinking iron out to do it. I thought maybe I can steam the yarn over the kettle. No, I had to get the iron out. Then I used embroidery thread to make the flowers. But yeah, so there's two queens. Her hair's gone a bit crazy, but I don't want to mess with it too much because it's really fun. But I don't want to wreck it because I don't want to do it again. And then I made a little Beefeater or Queen's Guard to go with it. They're in the same pattern by Huggles, I think it is. I'll link it below. I think she's a British designer. But yeah, how cute is he? His little nose squished under his helmet, and he's got a gold strap for his helmet, and then he's got buttons as well. They were quite beastly to sew on, these blinking beads. So yeah, they're done. They've got a little weight pouch in them, and for that I used like these glass beads. These were actually ones we had as ornaments in a vase, and the vase got broken, so I scooped them all up and thought they'll be come in handy when I need to stuff when I need to weight anything. So the Queen is weighted as well, so she doesn't fall over. You're supposed to keep the bottom really flat, but it doesn't always behave that way. Sorry, I'm gonna slip a drink. It's really warm. I was in the conservatory doing homework with Jack, and all of a sudden I was like sweating. So the fan is on in there, but I didn't want to film in there because A, it's hot, and B, the fan is noisy. And then I thought I needed to make something else out of blanket yarn. This is all Aldi yarn, but it's another of the Old Soul Crochet Chubby Llamas. I love these. I love making them. I think I prefer making these, even though it's loop stitch. I prefer it to the alpacas. They are cute, the chubby alpacas. But I kind of think, to be honest, bobble stitch is probably harder. It is. I find it harder on my hands than loop stitch. And once you get into loop stitch, it's kind of hard to stop. Like, oh, I'm not supposed to be loop stitching now. And I start this bit, and I'm like, no, don't loop yet, don't loop yet. So there's the little llama. It's the sort of pale green, like minty green colour. Looks a bit different on the screen. It looks more bluey on the screen, but hopefully, on my viewfinder, hopefully it'll be alright. This cute little face. So I always think of these as Allens, because that's what the Jack's friend Olivia, she bought one off us at a Christmas fair years ago, and then her mum ordered 6 more in different rainbow colours, and then I made a black one for her brother. Like he had black loops and a white face. I can't remember what his name was. I can't think. But anyway, so there's another one. And then I thought, what else can I make that isn't too big, and is sort of topical, or is popular at the minute. So I decided to make a red panda. We've watched Turning Red. I've only watched it once. I don't know if the boys have watched it more. But I enjoyed it. My sister watches it a lot with her, well, with my niece. So this, I'd seen this pattern from Ohana Crafts, OHANA Crafts. I follow her on YouTube, and she does like studio vlogs, and then she does videos from shows, or vlogs from shows that she does, like not quite Comic-Cons, but that sort of thing. And she was selling these, and obviously this is her pattern. So I went and purchased it. It's really good. Sort of, I mean, for sewing all the bits on, you know, takes you through it. There's lots of pictures, plenty of detail, and they don't really take too long. Once you've got the face sewn, it whips up quite easy, and obviously joining the legs, you know, your body, make one leg, make second leg, join it, and off you go. And the body's, you hear Tone opening his, I assume they're his under bed drawers. He's looking for a blanket or something, but so they're cute, nice big, nice big bushy stripy tail. So I've got the 3 of those. I don't plan on making any more just yet, so they all need pricing up. And then last night I thought, I can't remember how I got onto it, but I finished these up yesterday.
Have you shown them the little queens?
I have.
I love these. I love how, and I love these. These are my favourite.
It's just like squished nose, heads. I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like.
So his nose is inside his hat.
It's like
so
that.
Cute. So yeah, I finished the pandas off yesterday. Finished sewing the last 2 together, and then I thought, what else can I make? But something quick and something small, because I haven't necessarily got a lot of small things. So the other day I'd let a video run on that I was watching, like in my watch later list, and then a pattern came up for baby jellyfish from all from Jade, and I was like, ooh. So it was the ones where she's got like a mum jellyfish and then lots of little baby ones inside. And I think the mum pattern is a paid pattern, but the babies are free, and then there's this video tutorial. So I thought, well, I'll have a look at it, and it's really easy. So I started making them. So last night I made this one, and it is Diddy, but he's going to be mine. He's going on my bag because of the colour of yarn I used. It's a, I don't know what it is actually. Let me go and get it. Found it. So this one is, it's a Patterns Fab DK, and it's shade 02085. I'm not sure of the name. I think it's Dark Rainbow or something like that. But I've got the sort of the muddy-ish colours on his face. But I quite like him. He reminds me of, what's he called? Ralph the Venus Flytrap or something, from the pattern by Grim Grinning Goats. I'll put him below, or I'll try and, if I can, put a picture here or something of what I think he looks like, with his little mouth like that. So Tony thinks he looks like a skull, but he's going on my bag because I think he's cute. And then this is the Your Guess Is As Good As Mine yarn that Beth sent me, that we aren't sure what it is. No idea, there's no label. I don't know if it had a label when Beth got it and it got lost, or it just never had a label in the first place. But it made a very cute octo. It's not an octo, it's a jellyfish. So there's one, and I made another one. So we've got 2, and then I made another one. No, where is he? 3. So I've got 3 in the same colour of him. The tentacles don't take long to make, but then you have to sort of knot the end and cut it off. So that's a little bit of fiddle, but they fix in really easily, and yeah, it's fine. It's worth that bit of effort for how easy it is to put it together. So, and then stuck. I made a bigger one. This was using the James C. Brett Party Time Chunky, my favourite, in PT1, and I give him some kawaii eyes because I think he needed bigger eyes. That's he. I think it needed bigger eyes than these. I think these are 6mm. 6? Yeah, I think so. But I didn't have my jar of eyes in the dining room. Yeah, and I couldn't be bothered to get up, so last night I just used some of the smallest kawaii eyes I've got, but I'm running out of these ones because I used quite a lot of these for the pencils that I made, which I think I've still got in there to sell, I hope. And then just now I finished this dude. I've got another one of these almost ready. I did all the tentacles while Jack was doing his homework. So there he is, super cute. And this is another Fab DK shade 02324. It's really nice. These are quite quick colour changes, so they seem to work well, you know, like with the tentacles where I think it's like eight chains, or it's either 8 or 12. So like on this one where the colour changes are longer, I had to pull from the other end to just get a different colour tentacle because they were all going to be purple. Yeah, so I'm going to work through. I've got a few more colours of Fab DK that I might use to make a few more of these. I'm running out of these safety eyes. I think I've got some more in my jar that are 6mm, but I've got metal backs. But I don't want to go crazy and use all my eyes because they might not sell, and I might think of something else I only make. But obviously I haven't got time to order any more before Thursday. I think I've got plenty of stuff. I think I'm just having the usual pre-show panic of, oh, I've got enough stuff. But like I said, I think I may have said in my previous video, I'm not entirely sure how well the fair will go sales wise. Obviously things are getting more expensive everywhere, you know, in every sort of area, so people might not have the income, you know, spare income to spend on crochet and stuff. They might, I don't know. That's why I wanted to have some more sort of smaller items so that, you know, there's something for everyone, whatever their sort of price range or budget or whatever. And if need be, I always try and have a few sort of pocket money type items so that, you know, if kids see something, they can get something and not go away thinking, you know, everything's too expensive, or being mad at mum and dad for not buying them stuff, because, you know, I've been there. I'm the same when we go somewhere. I'm like, I don't really want to, you know, you're not always prepared to spend, you know, up to a certain amount of money at just a little place you've nipped into. So the second craft fair I'm doing is on the 2nd of July.
It's so big.
Now I'll come and have a look in a minute, and it's in my niece's, well, my niece goes to nursery at the minute, but she'll be going to school there, and she goes to school in September. Little Layla, little baby Layla goes to school because she's 4 now. So she's old enough to go to school come September. It's yeah, because she's 4 before the end of August, it means she's old enough to start school in September. Whereas Tobes, his birthday was after 31st of August, so he had to wait a whole another year, so he was almost 5 by the time he started. But as long as you're 4 before the 31st of October, you start that September. Crazy. So Jack was young when he started school. Tobin was old and very sick of private nursery, and I was very sick of paying for private nursery. And he's dancing. I don't know if you can see him. I'm leaving it in if you can. So I'm going to tidy up a bit because I've made a mess, and then I'm going to go outside and make more of a mess because I've got to empty quite a lot of stuff out of the shed to get my tub. Excuse me. Did I tell you we refelted the roof of my shed? I can't remember how long ago we did that now. But it kind of needed doing when we got it. And then I noticed that I was getting some damp, like up in the top corner. I was like, So Paul, I think something's getting, you know, water's getting in there somewhere. So he's in those drawers again. I'm so sorry if you can hear him. Oh my word. So we went out and got a big roll of the roofing felt, and I had to go somewhere else for a tin of like the bitumen adhesive stuff. I had to drive to Derby for that because we've just had a new like tool station place open up, which is further up the road from Screwfix, but they didn't have the bitumen stuff. It had to be like a next day order, but this was like Sunday afternoon we had this brainwave. Oh, the weather's nice, let's refelt the shed roof. So we went to Screwfix and got the thingy, the felt, and I had to reserve a tin of the adhesive, wait an hour for it to be like clicked and collected sort of thing, picked or whatever, and then I drove there to fetch it, came back and we started work on it, and Paul managed to salvage most of the tacks, most of the nails out of the existing felt, which was in a bit of a state, but then he thought he was going to run out, so I ended up running to the shop with Jack to Wilko to try and get some little nails or little tacks. Came back with the closest we could find, and this was like at 20 to 4 in the afternoon on a Sunday, and everything shuts at 4 o'clock, so we just ran into Wilko, grabbed some nails and came out, and then by the time we got back, Paul had pretty much done it all with ones it had been able to salvage, so pretty good work. I was glad it was Paul on the shed roof, not me. I'd have fallen off all through. So yeah, so my shed's all hopefully protected now, cleaned all the wood inside, anything that was showing any signs of, you know, having been damp or anything, and at some point probably going to paint the inside because that's supposed to help protect it as well. So yeah, we're looking after the wool shed. Paul's car continues to go in and out of the blinking garage because it's just driving us insane. It's driving us hairless, but it's having the DPF filter is blocked, so it's a diesel, so it's having the DPF filter removed, and it's having an acid bath to hopefully help, because they've done a regen to clear out all the gunk or, you know, soot or whatever that's in it, but it's not quite worked. So he's got a Volvo courtesy car at the minute, which is fine. As long as he's got a courtesy car, he doesn't have to take my car to work, that's fine. So I've got it for swimming lessons and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. Work continues as ever, and I'll be continuing it in the office in 2 weeks' time. It's crazy. I've been at home getting on for 28 months, 2 years and 4 months. It's crazy, isn't it? I've definitely become used to being at home. This is the new norm, so I've got to now get used to going back out and working around people. I've got used to my own company and my own music, and yeah, not having to listen to people, and certainly not having to talk to people. When my phone rings, I just stare at it like, why? What can't you say in an email? But oh well, we knew it had to happen, so maybe it will make me more productive. I seemed to do more when I was at work. I went more places, and you know, I was always doing something, did more things, and I think I've got quite used to not doing that. So yeah, maybe I'll be more productive. Who knows? Maybe I'll be begging him after a few days to let me come back home. Please, I'll be ever so good. Just don't make me sit with people. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll keep you posted. The white blanket is nearly finished. Shall I fetch it and show you? Hang on. So this blanket, I hope will go to the lady who's requested it at the fair, because she works at the school and she'll be at the it's a school fair, it's not a craft fair, but it's for the Jubilee, and it's the day the kids break up for another week off, and then we've got the Jubilee bank holiday coming up as well, so they're off for that. So this is the sort of chevron blanket. This is a Bag O' Day pattern, which I'll link to below. So it's about, I think I measured it about 40 inches wide. and it's getting on for 36 inches I think deep. So this is the 4th ball of Stylecraft Super Saver in white DK. So I'm just going to do a few more rows, finish off the yarn. I'm not doing a border, it's quite a straight edge, it's nice. This pattern I won't square it off or anything, it's a chevron, so I'll leave it pointy. So that will be done, and then I can hopefully start excuse me, making myself a wrap to wear for my sister-in-law's wedding. I've got a dress I know, but it's a maxi dress, but it's got thin straps, and I want to cover my arms up. One, because I don't like my arms, and two, because I've got tattoos that not bad or anything, but I just, you know, for photos and stuff. I didn't have my tattoos out for my wedding photos. I did for one of them, but that was not the main photos. That was when we were cutting the cake later in the day. So I might make one of those. It's from a pattern from a Ukrainian designer, but I can't remember the name of the wrap. If I find it, I remember. Excuse me, I'll link it below. Drinking Dr. Pepper while you're doing a video is not a good idea. Excuse me. Oof. Right, I'm really going to go because I've waffled on it for ages. And it appears that they're moving everything out of the house to build this blinking fort. So I need to go and see what they're doing. Anyway, so I hope you're well. Sorry I've been away for, feels like a long time. Sorry about that. I would like to say I'll be a bit more regular. Maybe I'll, you know, get back into the swing of things and do a daily vlog one of these months. You never know. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, so take care everybody. I hope you're all well, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye guys.